Hi, I'm Gary Hall Sr., and I'd like to welcome you to the Secret Tip of the Week for the Race Club. This week, and for the next 3 weeks, we're going to be talking about the importance of the legs in swimming. The reason we're going 4 weeks is there are 4 functions of the legs in swimming, and the first one we're going to talk about is the function of propulsion. I've always believed that the legs are the most underappreciated, perhaps underworked part of the swimming stroke. And if you really look at the greatest swimmers of the world today, like Phelps and Lochte and Natalie, the thing that separates them more than anything else from the rest of the pack is the power and strength of their legs. So let's talk about propulsion in kicking. The question is, do you have propulsion or do you not have propulsion? A lot of athletes have very strong legs, and yet when they get in the pool and they kick, they don't go very fast. So it doesn't always equate to your leg strength. If you're not sure if you have propulsion with your legs, there's an easy way to find out. Grab a kickboard, get out there, kick as fast as you can for a 25 or 50, 75, 100. Compare yourself with somebody who kicks fast and see how fast you are. Chances are you probably don't kick very fast. So the next question is, if I can't kick fast, how can I get fast with my legs? And that's a tougher question, because the people that swim fast in swimming or kick fast have years of experience, and it requires several things. It requires tremendous strength of a certain kind to be able to move the legs quickly and in both directions. It also requires tremendous flexibility, particularly in the ankle joint and in the knees and somewhat in the hips. So we're going to show you a few things you can do to improve your kicking skills, to increase your propulsion, and hopefully become a much faster swimmer. Here, Sabir Mohammed of the Race Club World Team shows you that you can use Dryland to strengthen your legs. Great extension of the hips here, up on his shoulders, strong core, cervical flexion. This is a great exercise for kicking. Here, Sabir's on his back. Now he's using a straight leg kick, strengthening his core, using a very tight straight leg kick. Here he alternates the up kick of the opposite arm and leg to demonstrate the mobility of the shoulder as well as the hip. Daniel Hong now is using one of my favorite exercises for developing flexibility in the ankle, called this freestyle squat push-up. Very difficult to do this if you're not a swimmer, so you can use your hands to help get you up at the beginning by pushing with your hands. But eventually, if you can get to the point where you can push off the top of your feet to a complete stand, then you'll have the kind of flexibility required to be a fast freestyle kicker. And here Michaela Skelly from Canada shows you a similar squat push-up for breaststrokers, where she uses the instep. Great flexibility in the knee and the hip, using the almost identical motion in breaststroke to gain strength and flexibility. Sabir's going to kick a 25 here pretty fast. He's about 15 seconds in this 25 meters. Notice how tight his kick is. He doesn't get a lot of air here. He keeps his body in perfect alignment, and he's going very fast. Great propulsion from Sabir. And here I'm showing an alignment kickboard and a mono snorkel from Feniz, keeping good body position while I kick a 25 fairly fast. Notice I'm not making a lot of splash, and yet I'm getting a lot of propulsion out of the feet. Underwater, you can see one of the reasons I get the propulsion is because I kick not only down, but I'm pushing up with the foot as well. So you need to learn to push in both directions. Notice that I don't really bend my knees very much. Pushing down, pushing up, fast. This is in slow motion, remember, but I'm going in both directions. And here's an example of what not to do. Here I've got bad body position. I'm leaning on the board, my hips are down, and I'm taking way too much air, bending my knees way too much, creating a lot of drag and reducing any power that I get by slowing myself down. When you see me with my head up, my hips are low, bending the knees too much, really going very slow, reducing the propulsion. This is not the way you should kick. You want to keep your legs tighter, keep them more streamlined. And here Daniel's kicking, but the same type of thing, same problem. Daniel has a lot of flexibility, but he doesn't have a tight kick. He bends his knees too much, he drops his thighs too much. So in spite of that flexibility, he's not kicking tight like Sabir was, and as a consequence, he doesn't go nearly as fast.